This is a song I wrote called The Fast I Have Chosen. And I was seeking God about fasting and prayer. And he brought me to Isaiah chapter 58. Isaiah chapter 58. And Isaiah 58. Right here. Alright, so the inspiration for this song, starting in verse 2 of chapter 58 of Isaiah. Yet day after day they seek me and delight to know my ways, as if they were a nation that practiced righteousness and did not forsake the ordinance of their God. They ask of me righteous judgments. They delight to draw near to God. Why do we fast, but you do not see? Why do we humble ourselves, but you do not notice? Look, you serve your own interests on your fast day. This is God answering them back about why he doesn't look, why he doesn't see them, why he doesn't hear them. You serve your own interest on your fast day, and you oppress all your workers. Look, you fast only to quarrel and to fight, and to strike with a wicked fist. So, in all their fasting and their prayer, it's not changing their heart. It's not making them kind-hearted and soft towards each other. It's not leading them to forgive each other and reconcile with each other and make up with each other. They're fasting and they're praying, and then as soon as they're done, they go to quarreling and to fighting with one another. And this is why God, he can't receive the fast. He can't accept their fasting and their prayer. Such fasting as you do today will not make your voice heard on high. He goes on in verse 5. Is such the fast that I choose, a day to humble oneself? Is it to bow down the head like a bulrush and to lie in sackcloth and ashes? So even if you humble yourself, even if we put on sackcloth and ashes, it's still not enough if we're not changing our heart. If it's not changing who we are inside, it's not working. Will you call this a fast, a day acceptable to the Lord? Is not this the fast that I choose? To loose the bonds of injustice, to undo the thongs of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free, and to break every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and bring the homeless poor into your house, when you see the naked to cover them? So it's not just to deny ourselves food, but it's to share our bread with the hungry, and to take care of the homeless poor, to invite them in, according to Isaiah chapter 58. To not hide yourself from your own kin, so to take care of our friends and our family, and those God has put closest to us, all around us. Verse 8, then your light shall break forth like the dawn, and your healing shall spring up quickly. Your vindicator shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry for help, and he will say, here I am. If you remove the yoke from among you, if you remove oppression, the pointing of the finger, and the speaking of evil, the gossip, the slander, the accusations, that if we stop speaking evil of one another, according to verse 9, if we stop pointing the finger at each other, Satan's the accuser of the brethren. And when we accuse one another, we're just doing his job for him. And it tears down the image of Christ in front of the world. When they see Christians tearing each other down on YouTube and tearing each other down all over the place and, making bad videos about one another. And Jesus said in John 13:35, they would know we belong to him, we're his disciples, by our love for one another. And if they see us destroying and attacking and being hateful with one another, they're not going to see Jesus in us. They can't. They won't see Jesus because of our actions, because of our deeds. And so he says if we'll stop the pointing of the finger, I remember what my friend Julius told me, if you point the finger, there's three pointing back at you. I never thought of that, but yeah. But like Jesus put it, why? How do you pick the speck of dust out of your brother's eye when you've got a plank in your own eye, like a 4x4 sticking out of your eye? That's the way Jesus put it. So if we remove the yoke from among us, the pointing of the finger, the speaking of evil, the slander, the gossip, the malicious talk of each other, the tearing each other to pieces, then your light shall rise in the darkness, and your gloom be like the noonday. Then the Lord will guide you continually, and satisfy your needs in parched places, and make your bones strong. And you shall be like a watered garden, like a spring of water, whose waters never fail. So This is the fast the Lord has chosen for us. And that's my inspiration for this song, the fast I have chosen. This is the fast God wants us to fast with, is a fast of where we love each other, where we forgive each other, where we reconcile with each other, where we, loose the bonds, the yoke of oppression, and set the captives free. And we walk in love with each other, and we preach the pure, unfeigned, unadulterated gospel of Jesus Christ, which is the power of salvation. Because there is no way to the Father but through Jesus Christ. He's the truth and the light and the way. This is the fast that God has chosen for us. And that's what this song is about. Hallelujah. Is not this the fast I called you to forgive your sister and your brother, to reconcile yourselves in tenderness, to make amends here with one another, to walk together in love and holy. Is this not the fast I'm chosen for you? Is this not the fast that I have called you to lose the bonds of injustice and let mercy prevail, to break the yoke of oppression and let the captive out of jail? Is this not the fast I've chosen for you? Is this not the fast that I have called you to share bread with the hungry and bring the hopeless in, to cover up the naked and set them free from sin? Is this not the fast I've chosen